Hello everyone, this is Soul Silver 17 here. Let me first, like usual, now in this picture, not pay video. Alright, okay. So here's the thing. Tonight, I decided to make the 5th part of the Lucifer, the deku would say about Lucifer. And, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, no one gave me a, site for, like, Hero Agency because of, now Gran Torino. So, yeah. Anyways, this is the hiei one because I'm still just waiting to see if anyone says about which hero he should go to. So, anyways, let's get into this. Last time we left off was Deku killing the Nomu and cutting off Shigaraki's hand along with a foot. I did mess up. I meant Kendo was gonna be replaced Mineta, and yet I said Shinso. Let's just say Shinso was there because of extra security. They, rather had someone just in case there. And also, yeah, then, and also, like, it was just, like, for extra, just to see if he could be better than one of his students as Aizawa wanted him. So, anyways. Yep, alright, so, this is after the attack, when everyone's back in class. They're, like, wondering what's gonna be happening. So, Jiro saying, like, Izuku, what do you think's gonna happen? And he just says, just simply, he goes, easy. They're probably gonna be wondering if there's a traitor in UA. And if so, who's gonna be? If it's, someone so predictable. She goes, what do you mean? He just has a boring look, like he's bored. And he just says, it's quite obvious it's gonna be somebody who cannot be seen and it's hard to find. So that way they can disappear without a trace if ever needed. As he does have his eye, the eye open, and no one everyone was gonna be questioning that, but he never wanted to, show it. Yet, so when Aizawa, saw the eye, he basically threw some bandages over to Izuku and just wrapped it around his head. So So anyways, Izuku's going through the minds of all the students, and there was a unique phrase that said, wish All Might was dead. And it sounded like a girl's voice. And so, Izuku basically looks and he sees a, invisible girl. Yes, I do believe Invisible Girl is the the UA traitor, because there have been some signs I've seen in the anime. So that's my theory. But so Izuku goes over to her, which everyone's confused, and so he just says, "Hey, Invisible Girl, you okay?" She goes, "Yeah, why?" He just kind of makes a little smile, which people are kind of weirded out, and he just says, "What do you think of All Might, truly?" And then all of a sudden she starts saying her thoughts about All Might and how he, basically made it so heroes that people with weaker quirks are always getting picked on, and that it's basically a scourge in society for All Might to be around. As then Aizawa, came in, he heard that, and he was like, well, looks like we were right, there was a traitor. And, Deku just says, hold up, what happened? And she just starts saying about how All Might, not All Might, but people with stronger quirks picked on her and her cousin. Her cousin was a boy, so he always protected her. And that, they say she can never be a hero, because of her quirk and all that. And plus, it was her cousin always believed in her. And basically, because they wanted to be just like All Might, so they pretended we were villains, and they accidentally killed him, and yeah. And so he goes, so the League of Villains knew this and came to you. She nodded, and he goes, alright, you're not a bad person. I can tell. But you just chose to make a choose to do a bad option, basically. Chose the bad option. So, you give the League of Villains false information, and maybe you can still stay here. In which he looks at Azawa just nods, but he did say it is like the first couple of, like not even the first, like it's almost like the first month, so honestly in truth, you'll be in a different course, but you'll be a part of, hold on. Right, sorry, I just thought my mom's gonna be saying something to me. But no. So here's the thing, though. She also does say about her quirk wasn't originally invisibility. It was something. It was something like invisibility, and she could turn herself invisible, but not all the time. She could go off and on. She make other objects invisible, and it was very strong stealth quirk. And so when they came to me, it was the leader. Sorry, but anyways, like it was saying, like the leader did something to my quirk, and well, they said the only way that they could change it back is if I did this, and they want to hurt my family too. So it's revenge and basically protect her family. So hey, Azawa understands, and Nezu was right outside the door, so he heard everything. And All Might only knows one person that could do something to someone like, Visible Girl. And so Deku, says, alright, I'm gonna try to find this person and I'm gonna kill him. Hold on. Sorry, I did not want to hear my parents talk while my mom's talking on the phone. She is out, I love her to death, but still. But yeah, anyways. So basically, Visible Girl is, is wondering now she's gonna go to jail. Not much of any information was told, not really big anything, not even like the quirks yet. She doesn't, she's only like like telling about class events or anything. That's it. But yeah, so Nezu comes in and says, well, Visible Girl, or Hakure, I think that's her name is, but whatever. Um, he does say, I can understand your situation. You have committed no charges, no one was hurt because of young is Midoriya over there. And, well, we have a bigger threat to this world besides villains. As Izuku nods and, he goes, so, you telling them? As he goes, yes, I will. As he gets onto the stand, and he says, we have demons invading our world from another dimension, universe, altogether, where demons exist, and the only one who can kill them is young Izuku over here. We may be able to hold them off, but we won't be able to kill them. Or, well, detain them properly. Kill is what he uses. As Jiro is looking at him, and he, like, wait, what? Kill? And he goes, yeah, demons. They come into this world, feast on the people that have been missing. When the bodies have been found, the bones. Demons eat people. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is how it is. As, Izuku goes up to the board and asks if he can just draw a diagram of what he's talking about, and so he does. So he explains he makes a circle, and he just makes like saying like this is demon world, and then he makes like a little like barrier, like a little like squiggle line saying that's like the barrier, and then this is the human world from that world. There's like no higher rank from A rank can go in, but then he points and makes a line, and then shows like My Hero Academia world. He says, someone broke into this reality altogether to try to get to me. It's like, oh, huh? My power, though, is not a quirk per se. It's not a quirk at all. It is a power from a demon. As, he ages in, finally. And so he snaps his fingers, and fire comes up, and a version of Hiei appears. As Hiei tells them who he is, and what he can do, which is everything what Izuku can do, and tell him that he basically consumed the flames of the Dark Dragon, and which he gave now to Izuku to be his successor, or to handle his power. And so ever since then, his personality has changed because of, well, him, and he's basically a demon. He's two, like, demons in one. He was his mother was an ice demon, his father was a fire demon. They had him, boom. And, he became very cold, but then he became very, how can I say this right? As Zuko says, caring about people. He goes, yes. And so, Zuko just starts explaining about how he, gave his power to him, but it only affected him physically, and the tattoo appeared in the black flames, and how he can only, shoot out black flames and all that. But then the whole entire quirk gene, even though I was not born with a quirk, I still had the quirk gene in me. So it mutated that power to the point where I can do, as he makes a fist, he shoots his fist forward as the little flames appear. He goes, I can shoot anywhere on my body, actually. Any point of, like, movement that belongs to my fists and my feet, I can shoot fire out of. So, that's what I learned. That's how I mutated the power. Wait, hold on. Oh, everyone, I'm happy. I'm not gonna say why. But I was off my father. He's not coming back home for another night. Actually, yeah, that's the reason why. But anyways, so yeah. I just got done, got my dinner. I'm gonna eat that after I'm done with this, which is not gonna be a long video. I'm sorry. But anyways, so everyone in the room is shocked besides Bakugo and the teachers. Nezu, and All Might, and Aizawa. Basically, Ochako, or Urako's like, I dated a demon? And Izuku goes, I'm not 100% demon. I'm at least 10% human. The only way for me to or should I say, survive, to use this, as he points to his right hand, which you all know about the tattoo that's on my arm, which is the Dark Dragon. So, this is the only way I could have ever used it. As he says, he's correct on that. If he didn't, he'll die. So I had to change everything about him, which I also mutated the quirk gene in him, accidentally. And yeah, now he's way more powerful than any human on here. Since he is a demon, he's the only one that can ever kill the demons. And also, you humans are weak. Like, extremely weak. There's only, like, one person that was a human, but also a demon exactly at the same time. That was my best friend. His name was Yusuke Urameshi, well, friend/rival. And basically, he's around, per se, not really. And I miss him a lot. I'm just gonna say that. Alright. And then, he looks at Zuko, and Zuko nods. And he goes, alright, everyone, he's gonna leave now, but he's gonna be in my mind. This is just a, image of him that I can, summon anytime I want to. So, he disappears, back into flames. As then Uraraka goes like, Baku, how long did you know? And Baku just looks at me and goes like, I knew about demons existing because Zuko killed one when we were, like, younger. I'm not kidding. A young kid fought a grown-ass man, I thought. But it was a demon. He killed him. Straight up just out of nowhere, able to kill him very easily. And this is why he cannot show his emotions. He can show them. But it's hard because he has to be in two different things: extreme sadness or pain or anger. That's three, but I mean, he can feel happiness and such. He just doesn't show it. And well, Araka's contemplating on like she felt bad now she broke up with him, but now she's contemplating if she really feels bad now. It's in which she has multiple flashbacks on how Izuku kept doing things with her, nice things, and he did smile. And well, even when the second basically the day of the second anniversary of them dating, after that he still acted the same way, even though she knew he probably had suspicions and Izuku's reading her mind. So she goes, now she just feels really bad and really guilty. He reads everyone's mind. Everyone's just saying, so are we in danger now as such? And Harakuri's like, should I inform them at least? And All Might says, yes, and tell their leader, All For One, that we're in danger if we do not work together. And so Harakuri texts Shigaraki, texts the League of Villains, as in like she tells them that they have to come here. And so right away, she gives they say where she's at, and they come over. Even Walt, All For One, with basically with all this medical equipment on him, he goes, basically he looks at All Might. All Might looks at him. He looks then at Izuku. He goes, boy. Harakuri explained only bits and details of what you said. Is this true? Demons are coming here to hurt people, and no matter how many quirks we're together, it'll be absolutely nothing could be done. Izuku nods, and he goes, yeah, you try to face a S-class demon. They're big enough to destroy the whole entire planet. As this shocks everyone, he goes, they're that strong? He goes, yep, pretty much. None of your quirks can do crap. So look, All For One, I wouldn't attack us at all. I'd rather work together. And maybe, just maybe, you can redeem yourself. He goes, redeem myself? What do you mean? I should, have all the power in the world. I am the name is All For One, remember? He goes, I don't need permission to, take other people's quirks. If I'm allowed to steal them and use other people's quirks, I should be allowed to. As Izuku goes, yeah, and I should be allowed to kill whoever I want. You don't see me doing it. And besides, you had some great potential becoming a hero. As All For One was like, what? What do you mean? Me a hero? Preposterous. He goes, think about it. You could have took the most deadliest villains' quirks, used them to become a hero, and you could have become, along with All Might, the both symbol of peace. And Shigaraki's there with his arm regrown and foot. He's like, Master, he goes, Father, we should just kill this brat. And he goes, and you, handyman, what is your problem? Why do you act the way you do when you're about, I say, 19 years old? And he goes, what? What do you mean? He goes, well, 19 or 17 maybe. I think 17. He goes, what do you mean, He goes, let me say this. Whatever's your problem with All Might, that's your own. But you don't have to kill innocent people. I mean, if you do, I just vaporize all of you right now. I mean, I could literally attack your building, wherever you live, and destroy it. Destroy everything you ever care about. Such as Izuku looks at All For One, and All For One could just feel this bloodlust on him, and he's terrified, extremely terrified. He goes, All For One knows. You know what I am now. He goes, yes. So those S-class demons, if they came into this reality, how could you kill them? Izuku says, easy. I'm an S-class demon. as everyone's eyes widen. And he goes, but I'm working to get I'm working my way up to it. Hiei is. So if I have the power of an S-class demon, as he walks up to All For One, Shigaraki move out of the way because he can tell this kid ain't lying. So he's panicking on the inside. All For One's panicking. He goes, "What can you do to me then, without, taking a quirk which I don't have?" All For One. And so he understands. He goes, "Right, I see. We should be working together instead of against one another." You are right. Nezu, All Might, Eraserhead. It is time for my crimes to be paid. Shigaraki. And he goes, "Yes, master. I understand." And so Nezu just says, "Well, now, this is a very, very, very strange situation we have here. Midoriya, are you sure about this?" He goes, "No, but if they come into any trouble." As Izuku, to All For One, Izuku basically punched him in the stomach with his fist going right through him. As he puts his hand on his stomach as he goes, "What was that?" He goes, "Just an image of what you had seen if I, decided to." His own one says, "You would have killed me right here with no hesitation." He goes, "I am a demon after all. Only 10% human." And he smiles, he has a general smile on him. And All For One just wondering if he really wanted to try to kill this kid, would he ever be able to? He thinks no. So he looks at, her, invisible girl, and he says, "Now, give her back her original quirk. And don't ever threaten her family again. Understand me?" As he grabs his tie, pulls him down, and says, "All For One." As he nods. And so he brings back her, invisible girl's invisible quirk, her original quirk, and it's back to being, she's able to be, turned off now. And so everyone sees how she looks, and I'm gonna say, Ojiro, the guy with the tail, is blushing because he thinks she's really cute. And so, yeah, she goes, I can be seen again." And he nods, and he says, "Now," as he stretches, he goes, "So, are you gonna tell the media about this?" And, Nezu nods, no. He's saying, "We're not gonna tell him about the demons." He goes, "No, about All For One." He goes, "No, no. All For One, do you think you can track demons in the underground and basically tell us where they're being most sighted?" As All For One nods, he goes, "Yes. Also, do you know, young Zuko, do you know anyone who, as he looks at the diagram, which shows the demon world and the earth realm, but the universe, the other dimension than how it was, crossed over. He goes, do you think anyone from that dimension will be able to come here and help us?" He goes, "Yeah, I know a guy named Krama. Basically, he'll help us out, but that's if he's told to, because of work. I mean, he keeps the barrier in check, and he was ordered to come here anyway. So yeah, it was weakened because of Hiei's actions to burn through the dimensions, and dimensional holes getting open for a while. It was open for a while, but it's being closed as he can basically sense it. So he says, "So no matter what, I mean, I'll be able to go right into it anyways. I'll be able to leave this world, this dimension, go into that world, and come right back easily." As All For One goes, "Ah, I see. All right, let us begin then. Our, well, alliance. Heroes and villains working together to keep our world safe, at least from another enemy." As All Might and All For One, shake hands. As you know, he says, "Now then, All Might, let me fix this." As he gives him a super regeneration quirk, fixes all his organ problems. I did not know if I gave anyone the quirk one for all, but nope, he's not. I'm just having this way. As then, yeah, it was you. You fixed me. I'm back to my prime. All for one. He goes, yes, yes, I know. We need you back at full power to defend us. With me, I could take people's quirks, but if none of them will work on anyone, then we had to rely on that boy. So we had to get him strong. Strong to be back at that hiei boy's power. In which, hiei does say you're at least a B class demon. You know, A class and S class are out of your league. He goes, yeah, I know. So this is working out for Deku's favor. Jiro runs up to him and hugs him, and he goes like, wait, what? Which catches everyone off guard, but not Bakugo. And she goes, so this is the secret you're gonna try to tell me? He goes, yeah. Are you mad? She goes, no. But you should have told me. He goes, alright. If you're always wondering why I'm doing like this, I was gonna do like a whole entire like reveal that Izuku's quirk was changed, but I wanted the heroes and villains to work together. That's what I was wanting to do, but I didn't know if anyone was gonna like this alliance, so that's why I kind of waited. But yeah, anyways, and so after that, school goes day normally. Everyone leaves. Nejire is waiting outside the gate for Zuku. Zuku is with Jiro, and she goes, "Oh, Jiro, are you?" He goes, "Yes, she's the other girl. She knows about my secret." So he just kind of gives her the rundown gist of it, and she's shocked by this. And then she starts to remember the demons that Zuko killed, and her faces go bright red. Her face goes bright red as Jiro, Jiro asks what's wrong. As she just says, "Oh, I remember Zuko killing these demons, and black fire was all around him, and I didn't know if I was terrified or I was in love with him." And then like Jiro asks like, "Can you explain it?" As she just tells her the story of what Deku did while they were walking. And then her face goes even redder. She goes, "Yeah, I could not tell if I was scared or in love with him too." And so he goes, "Yeah, I know. I'm I'm just awesome." And he's just like having a general smile, which they're both going like, "Wait, you're showing your emotions?" He goes, yeah, it's hard, but I can show them at least." So they do ask like, "Do you care about both of us?" He goes, "Yeah, it's just, uh, you know, Nejire understands, but Jiro doesn't." Hold on. All right, so you know, he does tell Jiro about like Uraraka. He Jiro says she knows, but she doesn't really know how bad it was. Let's just say Deku tells her his side of the story, and Nejire did not know about the 2 years. She handed with Bakugo and stuff. So it was just a big explanation, which they feel bad for him. Sorry, just hold on. And so he's like, so that's why I don't, want to show my emotions very much. So it's a big problem if I do, because it's like, hey, I can only show my emotions when I'm trying to threaten someone and try to act cool. I can't look happy, yet I am. Uh, you know, sometimes I wondered, is it even okay for me to be a hero? As Nejire and Jiro takes his hand and say yes, it's okay for him to be a hero. Everyone at UA knows about the alliance with villains, with the League of Villains, and how to keep everything under control. They're making a plan, and the only thing Nezu and All For One and All Might and everyone other heroes could do is text Izuku their locations and try to go kill those demons. In which, while these three were walking, a couple of guys come out of the corner and they like, "Hey, look, guys, fresh meat." As you know, the guy licked his lips and just saying like, I always like to have my my meat run, and there's a couple of pounds on them, but too big for girls like you. Seem like a good this meal for me. As the guys behind him saying, "Hey, boss, come on, don't like hog everything." And he goes, "Oh, come on, why not? It's just fun." As Nigeria goes, "Are these?" As Zuko looks at him and goes like, C-class demons, huh? As he goes, "What? How do you know about that?" And the guy is like looking like then terrified. He was like, "Wait, you're like hiei, the S-class demon, but you're not." He goes, "No." As sword appears like through flames into Izuku's hand, and he goes, "I'm much worse than that." As all of a sudden he just disappears as the C-class demons are cut down to pieces and burned. As he's going back to the spot he was in. As then he sheaths the blade and he goes like, "Worthless demons." And Nejire and Jiro are blushing madly. As he goes, "Are you two really thinking that's hot? Like, legit meat killing demons?" Girls are weird. As they go like, "Hey, we're not weird. We just have a different taste in guys." As that's what Nejire and Jiro says exactly at the same time. It was like, yeah, whatever. So he just starts walking away. So they follow him. Which Nejire just says, "Wait, isn't this to my house?" He goes, "Yep, that's why I'm dropping you off first, and then I'm taking Jiro home." They go like, she asks why. He goes like, "That's why you just saw. I'm not letting you guys be in by yourself." As Nejire saying thanks, but what are we then? It says, "Well, first off, we're just dropping you off so we can go change, and then oh wait, the date's this weekend, so I mean probably have like a 2 week vacation, 2 weeks to train, but yeah, I mean I did ask you guys out on a date, so this weekend." And they say yeah, so yeah, we'll just drop you off then, Nedry. So after a few minutes of walking and talking, they go. Nedry goes into her house after kissing Izuku goodbye on the cheek. And then Deku picks up Jiro, which Nejire looks at her and says, she gets jealous a little bit. And then he just body flickers away after they both say bye. And so, he then drops Jiro at her place. She says thank you, and she kisses him on the cheek and, leaves. And her father saw this, and he comes out before, like, he comes out right before Jiro gets to the door. And he says, "Hey, you, what's your," as then Deku's already gone. And he goes like, "Who was that, Jiro?" He goes, "A friend." She goes, and then he goes like, "No, that must have been your boyfriend. Why did you kiss him on the cheek?" He goes, "Because I like him. Duh." She just walks in, and her father's like trying to ask questions about him, and she just says, "Friend, male, Izuku Midoriya, quirk, well, fire and manipulation. He can summon out a sword made off light-proof fire too, and he's very powerful and deadly and dangerous." As she then thinks, and also really cute. So yeah. So after that, when they get into school the next day, they have like a week. They said 2 week break, and so it's just training. Just training until Saturday. Deku picks up Nejire and Jiro. They go out walking. They go to a a music store, which she asks, "Wait, you go to a music store?" He was like, "I had to have something to work out to. Trying to find a new CD at least of a band I listen to." And so he does find it, and she's shocked by this. Even Nejire, he goes, "What? you guys don't listen to this? And no, they say, no, we do. Which Nedry goes like to Jiro, wait, you listen to them? They say, yeah. And it's like a weird, like, not like a weird, like, awkward moment. It's like a weird moment between them. Like, they're both saying exactly the same thing. And Deku just starts laughing, which they're both shocked by. And he goes, like, sorry, it's just kind of funny. In which they, do blush at this and just say, okay, so, for the whole entire day, he goes to, like, I mean, they do, like, spend time. They even went to a cafe, got some tea or coffee, whatever, you know, just to, stop by and eat something and stuff. Then there was, like, a park event that was there. Like, seeing who was, like, see who could just tame a wild animal. As, Zuko jumps up, and when Nejire and, Jiro told him to be careful, he says, I will. And let's just say it was not a tiger, or let's say it was a bear. They open up the cage, and the bear just starts running at him. And then he just says, sit. As the bear stops and then sits, he goes, paw. And the bear just, gives him the paw. And then, he just starts petting the bear. And it's like, everyone's in shock by this. As the owner's like, what? How? How's that even possible? And, Zuko just sits down. The bear sits down with him. He goes like, I think the bear likes me. As everyone's like cheering, as they go like, as the owner goes like, well, now that's pretty impressive. I did not know that was even possible. She usually only likes me around her. He goes, huh, weird, right? He goes, yeah, good job, kid. Here's your prize. 2 expensive tickets to Island. Which she says the day of after the hero killer stain, which I have to go to. So yeah, he goes cool, but not 2 tickets, 3 tickets. It's 3 tickets. So he basically tells the bear be good, don't attack no one, and the bear nods and looks him on the face. And goes, bye to you too. And he leaves, jumps down as the owner goes to the bear as the bear starts to rub the head against him. He goes like. The kid has some good, I mean, he basically thinks to himself, that kid's pretty much amazing, huh? And the bear just goes back into, like, the cage, but the cage does have, like, some stuff for the bear to use and such. The owner's taking really good care of the bear. It was, like, a legalized bear and such. So, yeah. So, what happens is, he goes down, he gives the tickets to Nejire and Jiro, saying, like, you want to go then? And they say, yeah, sure, yeah. And, they just enjoying the day. So they do ask him, at the end of it before, they're getting to Jiro's place because it's on the way. They ask him, so are we gonna, since we know your secret and about the whole entire demon thing, and all that, are we gonna be a couple? He goes, if you girls want to be, that is. They look at him. I mean, no, they look at each other. They look at him. He goes, which one? He goes, I'm talking about both of you. I mean, we both have stuff in common. So I don't see the point in not being with anyone. As they just grab his hand and just pull him in to both hug him, saying we'll be glad to, you know, basically Nedra and Jiro just like saying like we don't care, we just want to be with him, even if he's with someone else, basically. And since it's like they know each other, it's like hey, at least he wanted us to get to know each other, so that way we see we have a lot in common. And he goes, well, this was not that easy as I thought. I thought I was not gonna feel anything, and now I do. I feel something. As he just hugs them and saying thank you, just please. As in, he does have a little bit of tremble to that that they can feel. Just don't do what like Araka did. I don't want to hate the both of you, since you guys seem like really good people. As they say, we understand. So, yeah. So then, Nejire, sees where Jiro lives. Jiro kisses him on the lips, saying bye. As then he says, "We gotta go. Her dad's coming out now." As Nejire gets, picked up bridal style, and he jumps away. As Jiro just thinks, "I bet he's gonna try to have us live together sometime soon." As then her father comes out, and then boom, he says, "Where is he? I sense, I saw it. Where'd he go?" She goes, "He left." He goes, "How is that kid so quick? Tell me, Jiro. I need to find him." She goes, "Nope." And so yeah, Nedry gets dropped off. She does actually same thing as Jiro does, and he just tells basically she just tells Izuku this, saying like, if you find a place to live and you're alone, me and Jiro will move in right away. I have a feeling. And he just smiles at that. He was like, "I have a feeling that there's gonna be something at UA that's gonna be a dorm system." So yeah, as Nedry does kind of smile at that, and then she goes in. So into her house. So Deku goes, and throughout that week, the rest of the week, he just trains. Texts Jiro and Nejire, even tells Bakugo that he's dating two girls, and he goes, "Nice." Jiro texted all the girls in her class besides Ochako. She even says, "Don't tell Ochako." And they were shocked that he was dating both Nejire and Jiro. So yeah, and basically, Jiro did tell her friends. They were shocked that she was dating a younger student. But hey, whatever. They know about Usuku's the only one that could kill demons because Nezu did tell all the students, but tell them not to tell their parents. So yeah. Anyways, the day of the sports festival, things are different. No one goes to class 1A. You know, All For One does teach a class, but with restraints on. Shigaraki is a student at not a student at UA, but he does have his quirk off with gloves. Kirigiri does help. Davi is they found Davi and Toga, so they're at UA too. Muscular was brought in because of one for all. So yeah, and what else? What else? Oh yeah. So basically, at the everyone starts thinking about the sports festival. When Bako does open up the door, there's no one there. Bako just says, "Hey Zuko, want to go get want to get going?" He goes, "Yeah." Jiro comes with. She asks, "Are we gonna go get Nedra?" He goes, "Yeah, come on." He just smiles, and they kind of just leave Bako hanging. He's like, which was actually he just standing there because he says, "I'm not gonna be the third wheel." So they get Nedra, they go to the cafeteria, they eat, and then sports festival time. And I'm just gonna say, he still gives the speech to Zuko. He goes, "Hello there, everyone. I am Zuko Midoriya, and well, I just want to say everything real quick. Do your best because you're not gonna win. Well, two people I may let win, depending on how hard they try. As he's thinking, as both of those girls are thinking, he's gonna try to let us win. He's thinking we're slacking. No, we're not. But he does say if they try, that is, because I want to see how far they will push themselves, like everyone else here. But there's a key reason why you all will lose, and I think all the students know by now. So I'm not gonna say anything else. Also, to the people in the stands, if someone tries to attack you right now, it will be foolish. I will not try anything, as there are demons who are watching this as they go like, "You brat!" As one of them does jump forward and transforms into a demonic form, as everyone's like wondering what the heck. As when they try to use their power, All For One and All Might coming out of nowhere and try to knock them away, which everyone was shocked it was All For One. But when they try to hit these demons, their blows did nothing. Like their fists bound were grabbed and thrown. All For One's attack of energy was basically blocked by one demon and such. As the students are backing away. As he goes, "You lousy little demon brat! How dare you say that to us? We're A-class demons!" As everyone's going like, "Wait, demons? Is that some form of villain?" As Nezu just says, he's letting them say this. He goes, "So, how is it that the portal's not closed yet?" And he goes, "Easy. Some demons here, an S-class demon, that keeps it open for us. So we can try and take all these human souls that are rich in power. And that they taste, basically on how they say how they taste so good." So Zuko goes, "So, there's an actual S-class demon here that keeps the portal open. Well, then I'll just have to find him and end him." I was like, "Yeah, right. What can you do? What rank are you guys? A-class?" And Zuko just kind of smiles and he just goes, "Try to keep up with me then." And all of a sudden, he just gone from everyone's eyes, but the A-class demon can see him. As they try to hit him, but he's able to dodge them so quickly. As then he just goes, "Darkness of the Dragon Flame!" As then he punches upwards, as the whole entire dragon comes off him, going up into the air, disintegrating the demons and turning them into ash. As then he just smiles at this. And everyone's like freaking out as All Might, and All For One get up, and All Might just says, I believed you, Midoriya, but still, to know my full-on power couldn't even do nothing. Listen, we had to rely on one child to do this." As All For One just says, "Yes, it was good that we, had this alliance. Now we know the truth. This boy could kill of them, even if they are stronger than him." As hiei is smiling, in his head, in Zuko's head, says, "Wow, you're getting better at this. The more times you use that attack, the more stronger it seems to be getting." As Zuko, gets back to them, picks back up the mic and says, "Everyone, you heard them saying demons. Well, guess what? They are. They're not people with quirks. Basically, we had around 2 to 3 people in the stands to nullify quirks. As he asked them to stand up, they do. He goes, "Now, give us your opinion. Did they have quirks?" As they say, we try to nullify them. It was not, they could not nullify it. Any quirk could be nullified by this. Even the Razorhead was one of those people. And they say, so a lot of people, one civilian says, "So wait, does that mean demons exist?" He goes, "From another dimension / reality, yes. So, you can do nothing. Your quirks can do nothing. You're powerless against them. There should be around a couple people here to come," and as soon as he says this, a portal opens just like that. As Kurama comes out, along with then the spirit of Yusei Urameshi, and the guy with the spirit sword. Let me look up his name. Kurabara's name, basically. Kurabara. He's he comes out as it's the king of basically the land of the dead. The souls, basically the kid. Well, the adult, and that blue hair girl that he said to him as he goes, "Yo," and Yusei says, "Yo, yeah, what's up?" As Deku just says, "Yusei Urameshi, Kurama, Kabara. It's been a while, you guys." This is like hiei's talking, but Deku pulls out his hand and a fire comes up from the ground. As he goes, "What the?" As hiei is formed, and he walks over to that man. He goes, "Wait, what? I don't get it." He goes, That's Izuku Midoriya. He has my power now. So, you're alive and, has a spirit. It was like, yeah, I was able to get my body back just so I can be in this world and protect it from demons that are coming across. An S-rank demon came here, so me, Kurama, Kibara are all gonna, protect this world. So, let's crack some heads and kill some demons. As basically, he just laughs and says this kid's been doing it for years. Even if they're stronger than him, he always seems to surprise me. He already killed a couple of A-class demons by himself, in which Issei and everyone's shocked by this. Besides Kurama, he says, yes, he's right. He does have some good potential. And so, everyone's like shocked by this, and so then the kid that gave, well, not the kid, the adult that had to become into a small child form that gave Issei the egg so that way he could get his human body back and such with positive energy, so that we could live. Basically, he does start explaining about demons and how their world is separate from this world, and basically they live in a whole different dimension. A portal was opened, and now they try to close it, but it seems like a new S-class demon opened it up, reopened it, and been keeping it open. So it's their job to keep them at bay. So we have two people's souls who died already. We gave them back a body so that way they can be reborn not reborn, to come back into this world. And so we even have another one who's gonna be coming in and telling us, but not telling us, and like showing this boy in training, which our young spirit detective here, as he points to Yusei Urameshi, was. He's gonna be learning some skills that he has too. So he goes like, wait, what? So he's gonna get the spirit gun? Like, yes, he is. As Izuku goes, that sounds cool. Yusei says, pretty much is. It's my number one technique that I improved to become different multiple times. And so everyone shot Issei, Kibara, Kurama, the blue hair girl, the little guy, the kid that becomes a guy. So I'm not gonna remember his name. Um, goes into the stands where Nezu is and everything. They're talking. All for one, All Might go up and such. And he goes, well, you heard that, everyone. Don't have to worry about that now. Anyways, let's get on with this sports festival. Let's do our best, everyone. As he just jumps off, as the spirit, that image of hiei disappeared also. And, basically, Jiro and Nejire, Nejire jumps down from the... No, Nejire was in a different, not a different arena, was in the same arena, but she runs over and hugs him along with Jiro. And Chaco's like, oh, I am gonna just not try to get jealous, not try to get jealous, not try to get jealous. So yeah, if you guys don't like this part, let me know. I'm gonna redo it then. But hey, I just thought it would be a good idea to bring in some other characters, for that way I just don't have to focus on. But I can also have Issei, not Issei, Deku learn from Yusei. So yeah, and anyways, I'll look up the names of the characters I did not say properly. So anyways, bye everyone. Have a nice day, night, wherever you are. Bye.